Hi, good morning to all. Today I am going to discuss about the chill out sign on chest X-ray. If part of the lung is radiodense, that means it's consolidated, it's an airless lung and water density, it can affect our ability to see adjacent structures. We can use these changes to help us both to detect and localize disease in the lung. This figure shows an upright test tube that contains air, oil, water and metal from top down. Note the sharp interface between each density. There are four basic radiographic densities. In order of increasing radio density, they are gas, fat, soft tissue and metal. So test to yourself, identify the densities in this X-ray. So A is lung, so it's air density. B is a bone, it's metal density. C is heart, it's water density, it's soft tissue. D is stomach bubble, so air density. E liver, it's water density. F it's air density, it's a pure air seen beyond the patient. G muscle, so soft tissue, water density. L is a metal density, it's a marker kept on the X-ray. The heart, the aorta and the superior surface of the diaphragms have sharp margins because they are all water density adjacent to air density, that's the lungs. Conversely, the liver and under surface of the right diaphragm are not seen separately because they are both of water density. The heart, aorta, blood as well as the liver, spleen and muscles are soft tissue, so water density. So is diseased airless lung. Normally the lungs are air density. When it becomes consolidated, it becomes water density. Two substances of the same density in direct contact cannot be differentiated from each other on an X-ray. This phenomenon, the loss of the normal radiographic chill out, is called the chill out sign. So let's reinforce this concept by taking a 3 X-rays of a model of the heart and aorta. In first figure, the heart and ascending aorta are in one empty container anteriorly and the descending aorta is in a second empty container behind the first. Their margins are sharp in the first X-ray. In figure 2, some water has been poured into the anterior box. In figure 3, the water has been removed and placed in the posterior box. In figure 1, the heart and aorta are clearly visible. In figure 2, the lower heart is not visible because it comes in contact with a water density, that is same density, but aorta is visible posteriorly because it comes in contact with the air density. In figure 3, the lower aortic border is not visible because aorta now contacts with water rather than air, but you can see the lower part of the heart easily visible. So the name chill out sign is counterintuitive. Logic suggests we see the aortic chill out, but it means we don't see it. So now let's see some examples. In this figure, the left diaphragm is visible, but the right is not because the adjacent right lower lobe is consolidated. So it becomes airless, so you can't differentiate between the lungs and the livers. But the right heart border is easily visible because it is still in contact with the aerated middle lobe. The left heart border is also normal. The trachea is easily visible in this X-ray because it is of air density. When it comes in contact with a mediastinum which is of water density, it is easily visible. In this X-ray, there is a chill out sign of the right heart border. So as the heart border is not visible clearly, there must be a consolidation in the right middle lobe. So CT scan of the same patient. There is a chill out sign of the left heart border. In this X-ray, the left heart border is not clearly visible, but the descending aorta and the left diaphragm are easily visible through the heart. So that means they come both contact the aerated left lower lobe. So it's due to consolidation of the lingula. The CT scan shows consolidated lingula adjacent to the left heart. So let's look at the lower lobes. The lower lobes sit inferior to and posterior to the major fissure. The lower lobes are not in anatomic contact with the heart borders. Instead, the lower lobes contact the diaphragm posteriorly. So what does it mean? In case of lower lobe consolidation, the diaphragm is not clearly visible, but the heart borders are easily visible. So this X-ray shows absence of the right heart border and the right diaphragm due to right middle and lower lobe consolidation. But the left heart border and the diaphragm are sharp. This X-ray shows bilateral disease. On the right side, there is chill out sign of the right heart and the right diaphragm, indicates right middle and right lower lobe disease. The medial left diaphragm and descending aorta are not visible because of partial left lower lobe consolidation. The left heart border is sharp, that indicates the lingula is aerated. The upper right heart border and ascending aorta are anterior structures on the right. The descending aorta is a posterior structure on the left. The trachea and aortic arch are located in the middle mediastinum. Right upper lobe consolidation causes a chill out sign of the ascending aorta and right tracheal lung interface. Left upper lobe consolidation obliterates the left atrium, aortic knob and left mediastinal border. So disease in the right middle lobe and lingula, here both heart borders are not clearly visible. So this patient had pneumococcal pneumonia. Here the right heart border and the right diaphragm are not visible. That indicates right middle lobe and right lower lobe consolidation. And the left side, left heart border is not visible. That indicates lingula is affected. So what are the exceptions of false positive chill out signs? A pseudo chill out sign of the diaphragm may occur on an underpenetrated radiograph. With underpenetration, the X-ray appears too light. If the patient is turned slightly to the left, the right heart border may not be seen because the heart border is obscured by the dense spine. On the lateral radiograph, the heart normally obscures the left diaphragm. How to differentiate the left diaphragm and right diaphragm on X-ray? It's very simple. The left diaphragm is usually lower and it has the stomach bubble immediately beneath it, and it is not visible anteriorly because the bottom of the heart rests on it. What you see on this X-ray is a right diaphragm, because the left diaphragm is not visible anteriorly because the bottom of the heart rests on it. So from the following descriptions of PA films, localize the lesion. Lung consolidation obscures the left heart border. Lingula is affected. Lung consolidation obliterates the aortic knob. Left upper lobe consolidation. A pneumonia that obscures the descending aorta indicates left lower lobe consolidation. A right lung base pneumonia that obliterates the heart, right middle lobe is affected. A right lung base pneumonia that fails to obliterate the heart, right lower lobe is affected. So summary. So left diaphragm invisible left lower lobe, right diaphragm invisible right lower lobe, right heart border invisible right middle lobe, left heart border invisible lingula, descending aorta invisible left upper lobe. Thank you.